This week we're talking about Vader Immortal Episode 2.
Plus, we've got a sneak peek at the new Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order trailer.
Sounds like a lot of show.
Looks like a lot of show, too.
This is the Star Wars Show. From the Lucasfilm headquarters in San Francisco, here's your hosts, Andi and Anthony.
Hello and welcome to the Star Wars Show, the only Star Wars show on the internet telling you about news you can look forward to tomorrow, today.
It's like a future forecast, but instead of telling you what's happening, we can only tell you things in the broadest of strokes so as not to spoil the things happening tomorrow.
Or things happening today.
Time for your weekly recap pre-cap. During a surprise announcement today, ILMxLAB and Oculus Studios revealed that the second episode of Vader Immortal is available today.
The second episode of the Star Wars VR series lets you learn the ways of the Force from the Sith Lord, while also uncovering secrets of the planet Mustafar while battling the dangerous creatures that call it home.
The full trailer also debuted today at Oculus Connect 6, and you can watch it in full right now at starwars.com/SWS.
Vader Immortal, a Star Wars VR series, Episode 2, is available now on the Oculus Store for $9.99 and is cross-buy enabled for both the Oculus Quest and Oculus Rift platforms.
Triple Force Friday may not officially be happening until October 4th, but if you absolutely cannot wait to see all the new merch from The Mandalorian, The Rise of Skywalker, and Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, then you only have to wait one more day.
That's because tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern, you'll want to tune into the official Star Wars YouTube channel for the Triple Force Friday Global Reveal live stream, live from Pinewood Studios in London.
The event, hosted by Warwick Davis and co-hosted by Anthony and myself, will feature cast members from Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker, The Mandalorian, and Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order as they get their first looks at the latest merchandise from their respective projects and geeking out at their characters' likenesses in various toy forms.
We're talking Daisy Ridley, John Boyega, Oscar Isaac, Kerry Russell, Jonas Suotamo, Billy D. Williams, Naomi Ackie, Kelly Marie Tran, Pedro Pascal, Gina Carano, Cameron Monaghan, and more.
I think you left someone out.
Oh, you're talking about Anthony Daniels. I said and more.
But it's not just first looks at merchandise, oh no! The Triple Force Friday live stream will also be the place where you can see the brand new trailer for the upcoming video game Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
However, if you cannot wait until the full trailer is released, EA unveiled the briefest of teases today to whet your appetite.
We're talking red sabers, scared faces, logos, and tune-in messaging. Or you could wait to watch the entire trailer and the rest of the Triple Force Friday live stream at 2 p.m. Eastern at youtube.com/Star Wars.
And for more breaking Star Wars news from around the galaxy, check out starwars.com/SWS.
We're going to Disneyland!
And now, fans, throwing out today's ceremonial first pitch. On Star Wars Day, please welcome producer of over 70 feature films, the president of Lucasfilm, Ms. Kathleen Kennedy.
Today we have Alyssa, Finley, and Jose Perez III from ILMxLAB here. You guys have had a busy morning. Tell me a little bit about how Oculus Connect went.
We were on a stage in front of a bazillion people telling them that we were debuting Vader Immortal Episode 2 right then and there.
Right then and there. I mean, people didn't know that it was coming out today, and it's so much fun. I mean, I've been looking forward to Episode 2 since I played the first episode. Tell me a little bit about, working on this newer episode.
One of the really cool things about Episode 2 is that you get to use the Force. So layered on top of all the things that you learned in Episode 1, being able to have a lightsaber, hanging out with Darth Vader, he teaches you to use the Force.
Yeah.
And from that, you're sort of unleashed into this world with a power to control it in a way that you couldn't do in the first episode. And that's pretty cool.
What are some of the favorite new aspects that you've built into it?
The story, just having the Force there and being able to use that as you're going through the experience and kind of solving little puzzles and stuff is really fun. In Lightsaber Dojo 2, the action just really ramps up. Now you're able to use the Force to pick up droids and throw them around the world. You can also actually throw your lightsaber.
And one thing that's really different from Episode 1 is that you get to deal with a lot more of the local Mustafarian flora and fauna, or particularly fauna. In Episode 1, you were dealing with stormtroopers, which you kind of know what to expect from.
So let's talk about the Dark Guest. I mean, talk to me a little bit about the process. Little foggy. I could see the fog from here.
Because I can't see you, so I know it's just fog.
You're just going to do it blind from now on.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to do it blind.
Okay, cool.
Sorry.
It's all right. No problem.
Yeah, the Darkghast is awesome. It's a huge creature. It's literally crawling around through the episode, trying to eat you. The scale in VR is crazy with that thing.
This experience is a bit darker than episode 1, just across the board. From a story point of view, that's really interesting. Can you talk a little bit about the story development and where we are as a character in this storyline now?
Well, what you found out in episode 1 is that Darth Vader needs you for some reason to do with your lineage. And in episode 2, he unpacks that a little bit for you. He explains why you're important and what you need to do for him.
Talk a little bit about the combat setting, because we do have a little bit more fighting in this one, and it's a bit different.
Well, fighting with the Force really lets you find your own style, because you can use the Force on enemies, you can use the Force on the environment, you can throw things around.
So you have the fun of like picking up 2, Corvaxian droids and throwing them at the walls or throwing them at each other, or you can grab rocks and things like that are around the environment and chuck them at their little robot heads. So
yeah, there's like multiple ways to approach this whole thing.
Yeah, you could either use the Proto Saber and fight them like that, or you could use the Force, and it's really, again, kind of how you want to tackle that thing.
Well, awesome. This new episode is a ton of fun to play, and it just expands the entire world. I'm really, really enjoying it, and I know that a ton of people at home will too. So if people want to play Vader Immortal episode 1 or 2, where can they find it?
It's on the Oculus Quest and Oculus Rift headsets in the Oculus Store.
Very cool.
You're watching the Star Wars Show.
And with that, another fantastical journey known as the Star Wars Show comes to an end.
But before we go, with all that sweet Triple Force Friday loot being revealed tomorrow, we want to know what you're looking forward to getting your hands on and why.
Let us know using the hashtag ForceFridaySWS, and we'll feature our favorites here next week.
We'd share ours right now, but we're bound by a non-disclosure agreement, which would get us both fired before we even finished reading off this teleprompter.
Then they wouldn't have co-hosts for the live stream tomorrow.
I see what you're saying. I get you. Quite the pickle to put our producers into.
Balancing our love of our careers over our love of advanced spoilers, all the while leaving the live stream producers in the tough spot of needing to find replacements in less than 24 hours? Unlimited power!
Remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and remember, a mind is a terrible thing to waste.
Thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.
Okay, I'm sure the mics are turned off. Here's what my favorite thing is that's coming out on Force Friday. The second episode of the Star Wars, while battling, boy, oh boy.
Triple Force Friday may not be, what are you doing? What are you eating? Right now is the time that you have to
It only happened once the bathroom sound stopped. Like the hand dryer stopped, and the moment it stopped, he goes,